Hello, hello, everyone. Okay, Stephanie Zima here with Walk It Free, where we heal, connect, and level up. And this week, we're going to be talking about authenticity and how to find our vision, how to find the joy and the fulfillment that we all are after. And so many of us have different ways of how to achieve it, right? Some of us are having an online business and using that as a means to create more money in our life, and many of us, as a matter of fact, are being really attracted by this lifestyle, by these trips and the community and the friends and all the things that we are seeing. And that is what attracts us to it, because we want that. We want to find the joy, we want to find the togetherness, we want to find the fulfillment that we can have, right? We want to have all of that, and that's what we're after. And so many of us are doing that through maybe a network marketing career, or any other online business that you are possibly into. So when we have that, or when when I don't think I have seen a lot of people just starting that are not in an online entrepreneur space. I don't think I've had a lot of people like that are reaching out and finding joy through something else, in matter of coaching. There are people who are in therapy, yes, there are people who are, but I don't think I have seen so many people becoming aware that personal development actually can be the answer, regardless if you're building an online business or not. Personal development coaching is the answer for you to get in touch with yourself and find joy and find fulfillment. Okay, when I say fulfillment, what do I mean? Fulfillment means you are getting everything out of life the way how you exactly want it. That sounds really great, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Can you imagine, like, you are on your deathbed and you just have this warm and fuzzy feeling and you're ready to go. You're ready to go because you have felt, you have all the people around you that you want to have around you. You know your mission has been completed. You know you're tired, you're done, you're just happy. You're happy and you're ready to let go. That is what, don't we all want that? I mean, at least I know I want that. That's how I want to leave that earth one day, being satisfied, right? That's why we always say, isn't that so satisfying when you hear and feel the slime and all that other stuff? But that's what we want, right? We want to feel satisfied, fulfilled, all like full with happy, joy, yada, 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 yada feelings. Okay. Now, finding our vision, that is basically the first step. What do we even want? Often we don't know what we want, and we just go through this mundane day in, day out, day in, day out. We go and we go and we go and we go to work, and is it Friday yet? No, it's not Friday yet. Why is it not Friday yet? Yada, 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 yada. We have this over and over and over again, right? Sounds familiar? Yeah. You know what? Don't have it this way. Don't do it this way. You need to you need to find your vision. What exactly would be the big rocks? Remember how I've talked about, maybe, I don't know if you've seen it, but somebody maybe has heard, when you have this glass jar. Okay, so if you pick this water bottle, for example, okay, you pick this water bottle, and then when you fill this up with sand, just small stuff, little pebbles, very quickly this will be full, and you're not going to be able to put big items in there anymore. Okay, and it's full, and there's nothing else going in there anymore. But if you put in this glass your big rocks in first, the big rocks symbolizing the things that you really want to go after in life, when you put that in there first, then you're going to be able to put some smaller pebbles in there. They still will fit because you can shake this a little bit and they will like find their way through it. Then you can put a little bit sand in because the sand will also find its way. You think the glass is full, right? You think your life is full then, but guess what? You can still always put some water in it because water will still also find a way. When you have this, you have so many more things in your life, meaning you are satisfied and you're fulfilled. Now, that does not happen when you just fill this up with sand right off the bat. It only happens when you identify what are your big rocks. What needs to go in there? What are the pebbles? What is the sand? When do I can put the water in? You have to find the strategy to do it. So you need to create your vision. How do you create your vision? You have to have some self-reflection exercises. So for example, um, take a minute and sit down with your journal and really write down what is important to me. And that's probably going to take a long time. That's, because maybe, um, maybe what's important to you is friendships. Maybe what's important to you is family. Maybe what's important to you is integrity, honesty, loyalty. Maybe what's important to you is church, God. You know, you have to become clear of what exactly it is that is important to you. Now, when you write those things down, you also should write down what you want from life. What would make you feel so fulfilled? What would make you feel so happy and satisfied? When do you think you feel happy? See, we all focus on the things that don't make us happy. We focus on the problem is, I'm guilty of it. I always say, the problem is, well, it's not a problem. I'm still alive. I'm breathing. Okay. Got to remember that. I am breathing. I am alive. There's no problem. So the problem is, does not exist. So here is the thing. What do we want to focus on? What we focus on will grow, but it takes practice because you are repeating what you've seen. So when you grew up, you see your parents, you see your caregivers, you see everybody around you acting in certain ways. And if you do not take a minute to identify what it is, you will carry it on. That's why generational patterns are happening. We are talking sometimes about generational trauma, meaning when there's something that wasn't right, but there's generational patterns that are even good, right? I mean, there's generational stuff that just gets carried through generation through generation through generation. If you find yourself super happy as a peach, then your generational patterns are probably great and you can keep them. I'm not saying you have to break every single one, but what I'm saying is if you are not feeling great, if there's something in your life that is not amazing, you need to take a minute and actually break that. You need to take a minute to stop and interrupt those patterns. You need to become aware of what it is that you want. If you don't do that, you are running risk that your moments are being just eaten up by all the sand that goes in here. Your moments, right? Because time will tick. I've just talked about it with my children this morning. Time will go. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, okay? And then there's 24 hours in a day, and then there's 7 days in a week, and then there's 30 some days in a month. And then there's 12 months in a year. And then how many years do we get? Nobody knows. What we know for fact is that there's 60 seconds in a minute. It will go. It will continue to go over and 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 over. It will keep going. If you do not make yourself aware of those tasks, of those moments, of the minutes, you will continue to lose time. Okay? It's really, really important that you are going to do that. All right. Setting intentions. What do you want to create? Right? Who do you need to be part of that in your team? What will this look like for you? You need to put your players into play. Okay? And if you don't have them yet, where can you get them? Ask yourself those questions. Part number 2 is to find your joy and your fulfillment is to really understand your authenticity. So many of us are going through these mundane situations and we are so unhappy. We are so unhappy. Why? Because this is not us. We're doing a job we don't like. Okay. We are being with people that we don't like. We are living lives that we don't like. Stop. Your moments are gone. Okay. I get it. There are moments, there are certain situations that we need to continue to do. Okay. There are certain things that we need to continue to just do. However, however, there's things you can stop. Yes, there are things you can stop today. There are things that you can work towards stopping. And that is important. If they are not your big rocks or your pebbles or your sand, if they do not belong in your life, in your battle, they need to be gone. They need to be gone, and you need to take steps to make them go away. Okay, it's really, really important. You have to be you have to be really aware. What is your values? Who are you? What do you want your life to live like by? Then you're going to communicate that to others. You're going to figure out what are your priorities. See, my priorities is my business. Yes, my business is a priority. Some people say, well, aren't your kids a priority? And I'm like, yeah, I work a lot because I would like to feed my children. Right? I would like to feed my children and give them opportunities. I also like to travel. Why? Because I want to be able to have the moments with my kids. Okay. So that is what it is. Bringing joy and creativity and happiness back into your life is a priority. Okay, it is a priority, absolutely priority. Discussing the gratitude, right? If there's a problem, you need to have gratitude for it. Why? Because that's how you cope. Okay, it's important because that is how you can cope. All right. If you are not having gratitude, if you're not leading with joy in your heart and trying to be grateful for the obstacles that you're having, you are likely focusing on the obstacle instead of focusing on how to overcome it. You need to focus on how to overcome it. Okay. All right. And all of these things are really, really, really important to let them sink in. Remember, your life jar, your bottle, whatever it is, if you do not put those big rocks in, becoming aware what is bringing you joy, what is stealing your joy, eliminate it. If you can't, where do you need to grow? Do you need to have more self courage? Do you need to have more skills? What do you need to do? Where do you need to go? What is it? How you can you fix it? That is the thing. And, I understand that a lot of us think we don't need to do that, but we do. We need to do these things because when you get to that part that's the end of your life, when you get to that part, it's too late. You can't fix anything anymore. When you have been diagnosed with a terminal illness of some sort, you cannot fix it anymore. It's too late. You have to do it today. You have to do it today. You have to do it now. Okay? And if you don't know where to start, here's what I want to tell you. I have an online course. A link is down here and below. I have an online course that will teach you the framework to do it. I will also have I also have a mentorship community that will help you learn these things and ask questions live, one to one, because you know what? Everyone has an online course out there, and that's great, right? Self-paced, all the things. We have these online courses out there for you to do it at your schedule, at your pace. But you need to have a one-on-one connection with the coach, with someone who can answer your questions, who can guide you with the next step, who can point you into things, who can see a blind spot. And I have that in a group setting weekly, if you are available, if you want to, in a group setting, or you can even choose one-on-one coaching sessions where we can establish this together, figure out where do you want to go, and then I can help you step by step by step by step, taking on these challenges that you have in life and showing you how the system works. I have walked it free myself. Okay, I have healed my inner child and my pain and my generational trauma and my self-sabotage, and I have learned how to connect with my authenticity. That's why I'm saying heal, connect, and level up, because you know what? You want those big rocks in there. You want your life to be great, and you want to leave these ripple effects around you. You want to make an impact. You want to show your children. You want to do that for everyone. That is what I'm here for. Heal, connect, and level up. That is what Walk It Free is. So choose that online course. Link is in the bio over here, somewhere, wherever you watch it. There's a link to that course. Get that course, then get into the group mentorship community, ask your questions, get to know me, figure out who I am, if that is who you want to work with. And if you say, hey, you know what, maybe I do want to work with her a little bit deeper, level up to your one-on-one mentorship, and let's really crush it. Really get into it, because you know what? You deserve it, your children deserve it, and everyone around you who comes in touch with you deserves it too. Walk it free.